What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, we're going to give you the perfect, honest truth that I can give you with AMC. Now, I know people are not going to like everything that I have to say about AMC because I believe that it has a lot of promise, right? There are some people that are on the negative side of AMC. There are people that are on the positive side of AMC. So no matter what I say, I'm going to get backlash from somebody. But I wanted to get into a lot of the detail here, get into the chart, get into my honest opinion of what AMC will end up doing, and how long it will take to eventually get to this squeeze. So this is the honest truth, the perfect and honest truth of the AMC squeeze. So before I get started, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to join the members only chats that we have every single morning. All you have to do is hit that join button right next to the subscribe button. It's only 99 cents and you'll be a part of it there. But let's talk about AMC. Let's get into the stock price first, and then we can talk about all this stuff, my opinions on it, because it's still not closed yet. I'm not going to be able to do something after the close. I might do a second update as the after hours happens, depending on what happens then. But let's get into what's happening right now. So we can see that with what happened today, a lot of things grew a crazy amount. Whether it was SOS, Fubo TV, cost, but right now we're talking about AMC. AMC is up 16% today. It was up a lot higher. It got up to basically that $12 mark, did resist a little bit, but you can see that in the morning, it didn't really look crazy strong. I think it was up like 3%. Not up a crazy amount. It did drop down yesterday in the after hours market, leveled out, and then increased in the pre-market. And then you can see that it increased throughout the day or throughout the morning in the first 30 minutes up to $11.55, right? Then it ended up decreasing. We've seen that recovery, which we thought it would be a little bit of a recovery. And when I say recovery, I mean coming back to the 15 moving average. That's usually where it's at. Maybe it's a little overbought, and it looked like it was being overbought like crazy, similar to what MVIS was doing, but MVIS is a whole nother monster, and we could talk about it in another video. But yeah, this did decrease and then started to level out here, and then slowly but surely started to make their moves on the way up without really seeing too much of a pullback. Now, we do still have about an hour left, so we could still see a full pullback, or we could see it level out and stay around 12 o'clock, stay around $12, or increase over $12, which would be absolutely phenomenal. So, and remember, all of this stuff that I'm saying is coming from a person that no matter what has to hold AMC. So just keep that in mind as we get through the rest of this video. But you can see that we did have this larger increase. We had a lot of volume today, up 60 million here. 60 million shares went through, which I guess are mostly positive. We're seeing mostly positive shares that go through. We opened up at $10.69, looking at a close of like $12, had a high of $11.96, which is somewhere around this mark here. And we had a low of $10.57. So today, all in all, we can say it looks amazing, right? Looks absolutely phenomenal. You can't really say that, it's being, right now it's being overbought. As you can see, it's starting to come back a little bit, but you can't really say that, it was a bad day in any way. You can't say it was a bad good day or it was a good bad day or anything like that. It's up 16% right now. And if we do see a pullback, we see a pullback, but it's up 16%. Now, what we need to focus on here is we need to always focus on the volume every single day. As the volume tends to increase, we're going to see more and more of a chance to squeeze. But I wanted to give you guys the reality of it. Understand all of the situations, all of the things that are actually happening in AMC, right? You have hedge funds that are continuously shorting the position. They're going to continue to short it. They're not going to give up. If you think that they're giving up right now, it's not even close. They're letting things be, and then they're going to end up, shorting the position again. You have people that are buying into the position. As people see it go up, they're going to continue to buy into the position. You have institutional investors that are kind of waiting. They're not really making that large move into the position. You also have firms that are right beside them, other hedge funds that are right beside them, looking to invest into the position, but they're not putting all of their eggs in one basket. Like where they knew GME was going to go up and skyrocket, they put all of their eggs in one basket with the retail traders and went against these hedge funds that were shorting the position. We also need that with AMC. We need to see a lot of strength with that. Is this a squeeze? Is this something that we're looking at as the large increase that we were supposed to see? No, this is not it. This is merely just retail traders that are buying up the position, a lack of selling that's going through the market. We're seeing a lot of green in the market today, not really too much red. And maybe the hedge funds aren't looking to short as much. We probably won't see that level of shorting in the next Fintel report that I end up looking at. So looking at that as a whole, you can say that this is nothing but a positive. There's a lot of green in the market, nothing but positive. However, we need to get into the reality of the situation. And people may not like to hear this, but we need to get into this reality, is the fact that when is it going to stop? When is this slow increase going to stop? Because for a fact that a squeeze is a really rapid increase. I mean 50, 100%, 200%. You're going to see a large increase here, which we have not seen with AMC yet. So when is this going to stop, and when are they going to actually fight this as much as they say they're going to fight it? Once it gets up to a certain level, let's say that level is $15. Once it gets up to a level of $15, they're going to end up fighting it and pulling that all the way back as hard as they could possibly pull it back, right? And what we're going to need to do is, there's a lot of people that are going to hold. There's a lot of people that are going to take profit hands. They're going to actually, profit out of the deal. And I understand what you're doing. You're profiting. You're going to get in lower. You're not going to totally give up on the situation. You just want to capture some profits so that if they do continue to do this, which they are, you're going to be able to get in lower. Now, this is where I wanted to talk about this, because a lot of people will say, no, you just need to hold. And if everybody sells, yes, that's a bad thing. But if you look at it and say, okay, is it going to get to $15? When are the hedge funds going to end up really pushing this thing down? Well, it gives you an opportunity to get back in lower with more shares, and then end up increasing that price a lot more, because it has a lot more potential to get to $100, $200. Now, 100K, I'm not going to give my opinion there, but if I had to, I would say it's not going to happen. 100K, I mean, you can understand like how they have different research for it and due diligence and all of that, but I don't believe in that. But I do believe in it hitting $100 or $200. But we need to understand the reality of this situation, because a larger squeeze is going to come very, very fast. And the fact that we're not seeing that very fast, we're seeing squeeze potential in something like an MVIS, to where it is being pumped. And maybe it's being pumped a little bit more by AMC, by Wall Street Bets, but it's not something that's actually squeezable, right? The value is going to grow for MVIS differently, but AMC needs to grow with this squeeze potential. Where it's at now and where it gets to $15 is a reasonable increase. But what I'm saying is that if you're a person that invested at $14, I'm trying to give some sort of advice to those people that invested at $14, $15. I want you to protect your investment, because some people may be investing with money that they don't have, with money that they feel needs to go to their bills. And if you're doing that, protect your investment, accept a loss, or just accept a small loss, or accept your large gain that you do have. This is coming from a person that physically has to hold. I have to hold whether it gets over 15 or not. I'm in between situations. If you haven't seen my other videos, to where I created, basically talked about the $38,000 that's really in limbo, and I can't trade, I can't sell, can't buy anything. It's all sitting in a certain position, in certain positions, and I can't do anything with them. So this is all coming from a person that physically cannot sell. I'm just saying that you should protect your investment. And the reality of the situation is that hedge funds are going to continue to fight this thing. Are people selling at $12? Yeah, for sure people are selling at $12. But are that many people selling at $12 to bring it down to $11.50? Most likely not. I understand it is being overbought at that point, but then once you get to a certain level of it dropping so much, it starts to be oversold. So in my opinion, that's all I really have for you guys today. I don't want to push this video on for a crazy amount of time. I really wanted to talk to you guys about the reality of it. The perfect truth of AMC is that they're going to continue to fight this thing. And if you think that the squeeze is going to happen right now, you're in for a rude awakening, because it's not going to happen right now. It will happen. Eventually, these hedge funds will be pushed out of their positions. Eventually, they're going to short this thing, as far as they possibly can, raising the interest rate, having them to cover their short positions, and then institutional buyers will buy into it. Other hedge funds will buy into it. Retail traders will buy into it. We will drive up that price. But right now, the volume just simply isn't there. And I'm not going to spread any type of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I'm not doing that. I'm here to tell you the reality of the situation and how you can gain the most profit out of it. Because remember, it's all about profit hands. For you as a retail trader, you need to be able to make sure your first time investing is a successful time investing, right? So sorry for everybody that needs to hear it, because there's negatives and there's positives to the situation. But for situations that keep going against people, you can end up investing with money that's all play money. All of the money that you put in there in the beginning can go somewhere else, and then you can take this money and put it back into AMC that was all profit. And if you lose that money, then you lose it. If you gain it, if you ride it all the way up to 100, then basically you'll gain a lot of money out of it while not risking anything. So that's really what I wanted to tell you guys, and I hope that this message is received well. I hope it doesn't get a lot of dislikes, because a lot of people don't like when I say, hey, you should, sell your position. And this is all just my opinion, not financial advice. If you want to go a different route, then definitely do so. I just know for a lot of situations that are out there that, a squeeze hasn't really come yet, and it's not really ready to squeeze at the moment. It's going to be tough for you to just sit on something that may be a loss for a while. So if you can actually take a gain and end up seeing that decrease a little bit, seeing the stock price decrease a little bit, and then get back in with just your profit so that you don't risk the initial investment, that's good. So anyways, I'm pushing this video on for long. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help me out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Also, if you want to join as a member on YouTube, click that join link next to the subscribe button. Also, I have a link to my Discord group in the description. It's the first link, and check out some of the other links in the description. It does help out the channel a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.